manufacturers,
CEOs, CFOs,
marketers,
creative directors. Go for it.
Alright, I'm Hannah,
I'm Nicole.
and we're the founders of Goodness Candles.
Wow. This one is a little interesting. Well, we met at U of A, University of Arizona, but I'm still with my boyfriend, and now I'm best friends with my boyfriend's best friend, ex-girlfriend, Hannah. Yeah,
Christina. Like, our invention ideas or like things we wanted to start. And she's like, I've always wanted to start a candle subscription business. Like have candles, have one delivered to your house once a month or however often.
Yeah.
I said, that's such a good idea. We should start one.
Yeah, and when Hannah was like, we should start one, I was like, okay, wait, seriously? Like, will you do it with me? And Hannah's like, yeah. I'm like, no, like, seriously. Like,
So,
let's
like,
do
then-
it. Because we have no idea. We had no idea how to start a business whatsoever.
Yeah, like, look at all my soy. I was like, what? And she's like, I have a bunch of soy wax because I'm going to start a candle business.
I felt like I thought of this idea, like, literally just, like, because I kept running out of candles. I'm like, God, I gotta go to the store and now pick one. I'm like, I wish I could just have one come to my door every day. And I was like, if I were to make one, I was like, I feel like Hannah would be the best person to do this with.
Mhm.
Aww. Make sure we know every cost associated with this and
Right.
put all of that down and make sure that we know like if we're going to sell it for this much, then what's our margins on that, and can we do all the research to make this like a good product. We don't want to put something out and have it be poorly made, or big thing like sustainability. So we want to know
And, like, high quality.
High
Like,
quality.
we want this to be the best quality that we
Mhm.
can
And
get.
there was so much research that went into just that part. And then we bought all of the candle materials and then like destroyed my kitchen one day trying to do it.
Wax everywhere. And it's a lot of math to get like the right percentage of fragrance in the candle wax, but then a little bit of chemistry comes into play
With
with
just her strong suit.
yeah.
She did all of that research.
That was just, it wasn't even like a second like guess. Like I was like, absolutely, like that's one of my number one priorities is to be sustainable, is to make the least hurtful impact on the environment that our company can make. Our candles are from glass jars, so you can easily reuse them in any way that you want, or you can even recycle them, so they're not wasteful in that part.
Yeah.
And then as far as like the all-natural soy candles, I just didn't want any chemicals to go into it because I know other companies, like really big candle companies, will put chemicals into it just so it looks very like sleek.
It's easier to make a very like pretty looking candle when you put all paraffin.
Yeah.
It's paraffin and then it's like these other
Other chemicals.
And all the fillers and
Yeah.
gross stuff.
Yeah, and it makes it easier for the manufacturers, but it's not a clean burn. Like, the other thing that she was really adamant about was like what's best for her pets, and obviously my pet too.
into the science of it, your animals digest smells differently than humans, and like even I know that like essential oils is like a big one. Certain essential oils are toxic to some pets.
Right, yeah.
And you think that they're okay because they're all natural, but you have to kind of be careful with what smells you're putting out into your home because if you have little animals, you don't want to hurt them. And so that again was like a huge thing for me. It was just making sure that like whatever we were breeding was okay for us, okay for the animals. It just that's just like huge to me.
We mixed them by just putting Q-tip in it and then putting Q-tip in another scent, putting them in a mason jar together, closing it, and then smelling it later and seeing that the mixture smelled good.
Yeah.
So we did that for like 50 different combinations of
made a
scents,
lot.
and we picked our top 4 at first, and then just started playing with them, actually making candles. So we melt the wax, pour in 9% fragrance oil of the combination of oils into the mixture at 140
degrees.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
And then continue mixing it, and then pour it into the jars at 120.
And we do the names based off of how they made us us feel or how they made us, like what it reminded us of. So
Yeah.
that's how we would smell it and we're like, okay, what does this make you feel like?
Sunday morning one.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's their most popular scent.
I want to like put that candle on and listen to the paper kites and feel the wind and like, oh, it's perfect.
It's like the reason we thought of that is 'cause it feels very clean.
Yeah.
Like you can clean your entire house on a Sunday morning and
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
It brings me true peace.
On like everything that we wanted, like anything she would say, she's like, oh, what if we, did this design or did this instead? I'm like, yeah, that looks great. Like we never had
there were never big arguments.
Yeah.
Nothing really.
No, nothing
Disagreed
really. We
on.
it was actually really great. Like we automatically kind of just agreed on everything and
Just worked.
yeah, just worked. But then you look at us personally, and we do have different,
Very, very
very different styles. We thought like for the subscription, we make the candle. It's our candle brand. We'll send it to you, but we'll let the customers pick what monthly candle they wanted. Like if they wanted vanilla for the next 5 months, then there you go. But they could easily go in and switch it. I think that's one of the big things that we wanted was to make it very like customer friendly, easy for you to get onto your account and change what candle you wanted. And even like if sometimes you have those months where you're like, I don't have the funds for like anything, you can easily pause it because like we totally understand how that is. So we just wanted to make it like as user friendly as it can be and giving the customer the choices.
With the subscription, you go in, you pick your first scent, you order that scent as a subscription. You'll get the 9-ounce jar, and then along with that, you'll get 3 little sample scents and like little, and you just can smell those. You'll get 3 every month, 3
wow.
different ones every month until you're out of scents. But
I know that you make a carbon footprint when you order things in the mail. Like for example, you buy from a makeup company. In order for it to ship from one place to the other, there's going to be a carbon footprint, whether it be the use of the car, use of the airplane, etc. And so because I'm so big on sustainability and I want Goodness Candles to be like as less impactful as we can and just help as much as we can, I knew from the start that I wanted something where you can kind of like erase your carbon footprint. By like erase, like they'll kind of equal out the amount of trees to put out to erase the carbon footprint that you made having it shipped from one place to another. Site or company that offers that for e-commerce so that we could add them to our website, and they will specifically give it to certain, like plant the trees in certain rainforestation.
Right.
Yeah. Every single place that they do for it, and I liked that they told me like where it's going, how they're doing it, and then basically where the money is going to. And it allows our customers to kind of erase that carbon footprint that was made.
Yeah.
Even though our carbon footprint isn't as big as probably others because we don't ship out of the US, but we could still erase it from New York to Arizona, etc. And I just thought that was like really cool.
everything. One, that we're not in debt.
Yeah, I guess that's a good
Miss
one.
Business degree over here.
I don't think I'd do this or be happy doing it if I didn't feel like I was giving a good, high quality product to every customer we had.
In your day-to-day, you're looking at like blood and guts, and then when you get home, you get to smell nice things.
Yeah, exactly.
I also work in the healthcare setting, not in the business setting though. I work with patient care. I work with cardiologists all day, every day. It's kind of like a stepping stone before going to med school or NP school or whatever. Ultimate goal is to be a PA, just to get into PA school. Now, it's like growing so much. I'm like, whoa, this is really cool. Can I be a PA and CEO? Who knows? Every single
Every
day.
day.
Even if I'm not coming over, I'm online fixing the website, doing
We
emails.
talk to each other, like,
Yeah.
we probably send 50 texts to each other back and forth.
Every
day.
Yeah.
Yesterday was one of those days, I think, for both of us.
Yeah.
And we came home and we still, like, packaged all of our candles and sent them off.
You just have to go for it. Like, you can't keep thinking about it like, oh, I wish I could do this, oh, I wish I could do this, or I should do it someday. Like, no, stop. Like, do the work, get online, do your research. You have to start it. If you don't start it, it's never gonna happen. 9-to-5 jobs, but we still do it. I think it's still possible for anyone else as well.
And this is not something we knew a lot about. And for people that want to do something like this, definitely be realistic, but like take the leap,
Yeah.
learn as much as you can, and like know that you aren't gonna start it, like you can't put it out into the world right away. You gotta get it good, and you have to like set yourself up well before you release things like this, because it does take money to start something like this and to start it well. And
Definitely.
just make sure you're prepared for that. You'll see the return, but I think that's something like, especially I had the business background, so I like kind of knew that you have to invest a lot to get your reward back. I think you were kind of scared by it a little bit
I
because
had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know. I was surprised with how much money we had to put in, and I'm like, are we ever gonna get this
and
back?
I was like, trust me, we have to put it in at the beginning. We have to make the highest quality stuff in order for it to work. But it is so fun and so rewarding. Like to just do something that you really like to do with your friend and not have to be tied to like someone else telling you how to do it.
Yeah.
We get to make all the decisions ourselves, which is really fun. For us, like I think the local thing is another part of our brand. So I think it'd be really cool to be in a lot of stuff locally.
I don't even want to say mine now because it's like, oh, I want to be in Nordstrom.
Where else? There's a lot of other
I know, but I don't want to say it. Yes. To have employees to help us with the candles, I think that would be really cool. And
Heck yeah, why not?
see, I'm the dream.
Yeah, no, I agree with that one. I'm on your side with that one.
I love it.
We put a lot of hard work and heart into this. I mean, literally every candle is individually made and takes hours to do and package and send off. So we really care about giving you guys like the highest quality and
Put our all into it that we can, and even like we're so proud of our product now, but we still want to make it even better. You know, like we want to keep